This is SportsCenter.
Yes, it is. Welcome to SportsCenter on YouTube. He's Ryan Smith. I'm Cristina Alexander. We're actually running out, if you can believe it, of jazz puns to make about the surging game.
I told our producers yesterday, I'm ending the jazz puns after Tuesday.
Right on the parade.
Well, who knew he'd keep playing like this?
Yeah.
We'll get to that in just a minute. But first, Team USA's men's basketball team back in action today with a test against South Sudan. Now remember, this is the same South Sudan that just 11 days ago barely lost to Team USA in a thrilling 101-100 exhibition battle. The U.S. needed a game-winning layup from LeBron to pull it out. Both teams won their initial Olympic matchup and are tops in Group C. So let's bring in Brian Windhorst, joining us live from Paris. Okay, Brian, how is Team USA approaching this game after barely getting by South Sudan in London less than 2 weeks ago?
Seriously, Ryan, because this is a team that I think when the draw happened, you thought this was going to be the quote-unquote easy game in the pool play, and that is obviously not going to be the case. South Sudan has a team chock full of terrific athletes, and we saw about 10 days ago in London how terrific they are at shooting the ball. They hit 14 three-pointers in that game. Their point guard, Carlick Jones, a former G League Player of the Year, was repeatedly breaking down the U.S. off the dribble, creating outside looks as the ball went into rotation. He is a terrific, perfect player for FIBA, and you will see a lot of pressure being put by South Sudan on the U.S. That is why I believe you will see Jason Tatum back out there. This will not be a game where, like Serbia, where you focus on defending the big men. This will be a game where all the guys on the floor got to switch and cover ground. Tatum is perfect for that. Less bigs, more wings, should be a completely different outcome, a completely different style of game today.
Okay, so everybody talking about how Tatum didn't play the last game. He'll play this one. He's averaging just under 7 points in Team USA's 5 exhibition games. Now, let's talk about Joel Embiid, the man in the middle. He looked physically outmatched by Nikola Jokic in the first game. Just 4 points on 2 of 5 shooting, 11 minutes against Serbia. Brian, how is Embiid taking this entire Olympic experience?
Ryan, there's a lot of people in Paris having a blast. I don't think Joel Embiid is on that list. He is getting booed every time he touches the ball when he's announced because the French fans are upset with him for choosing Team USA over playing for Team France. He is coming off of a sickness. He was already coming off a knee injury. It was a slow start to the summer for him. He definitely was a little out of rhythm against Serbia the other day. We asked him yesterday what he could take away from this FIBA experience, and he said, nothing. We asked him what his reaction to getting booed by the French was, and he said, nothing. I really think that it's been a little bit of a struggle for him, but there are plenty of times ahead. And Steve Kerr has shown nothing but belief and faith in Joel Embiid. They're willing to wait for him, and he will remain in the starting lineup.
Okay, may want to get out of France pretty quickly. It's worth noting Embiid was eligible to compete for the national teams of Cameroon and France. He chose the U.S. Let's see if he can turn this Olympic experience around. Brian Windhorst with the very latest.
To baseball now, where Jazz Chisholm has made himself at home with his new bandmates. Let's take a look how he did against the Phillies here in top of the 6th, leading off the inning. And what a way to do it. Rockets this one deep to right center field. That ball is long gone. That's his 3rd home run in 2 days. Yankees trail 4-2. 7th inning, top 7. Chisholm again, up again. He wouldn't do it again, would he?
Strong pitch is swung on, hit deep to right. Back goes Castellanos at the wall. Oh, baby, another one. Adios, amigos. Smooth Jazz does it again.
Appreciated the adios amigo from Ricky Ricardo. His 4th home run from Chisholm. That's the most by a Yankee in their first 3 games with the team. He's the 2nd MLB player to do that since 1900. On to the 9th, same score here. Game's not over. Kyle Schwarber knows that. First pitch there from Clay Holmes is in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, Johan Rojas. Slides in safe. Phillies are tying the game now, and Bryce Harper wants to help that out. Grounds this one hard to first off. DJ LeMahieu. Torres fields the deflection, throws to Holmes for the out. So we go to extras. Tied at 5, tied at 6 now, top of the 12th. Leo Torres hits one to right center field. But who's there? He's all red. It's Rojas. Austin Wells, though, comes in to score. Harper throws out Chisholm at 2nd. And the Yankees holding on 7-6, bottom 12, same score. It's Michael Tongan. See you later, Weston Wilson, for strike 3. Yankees win a thriller 7-6 in 12 innings. That's the longest game by game time in MLB this season, 3 hours and 51 minutes. So Chas Chisholm, he already has 2 multi-homer games since being traded to the Yankees on Friday. And he's the first player in MLB history to have multiple 2-homer games in their first 3 games with the team. Chisholm had just 3 multi-home run games in 403 career games as a Marlin. It was a wild, wild Western walk-off yesterday in San Diego with the Dodgers visiting the Padres. We're going to take it to the top of the first. So the Dodgers were leading. They were leading pretty significantly, 3-0. Having Biggio up with 1 on, still 2 outs, hits it high and deep down the right field line. That ball hits off the foul pole. So it's a home run, his 5th of the season, 3rd with the Dodgers. They were leading 5-0 after the first. On to the second. Same score here. Manny Machado said, you know what, let's switch things up. Hits it deep to right center field. That one's out of there. That's his 15th of the season. And he likes scoring against the Dodgers. More on that in a second. On to the 9th. Padres trailing 5-3 now, playing a little bit of catch-up. And there's Machado again. Launches the first pitch he sees deep to left field for a home run. That's his 2nd of the game. And it's 23 home runs against the Dodgers. That's the most against any opponent for him. So the Padres cutting the lead, and Jackson Merrill up with no one on, hits a rocket deep to right field. That one's out of there. And that ties the game. Machado is hyped, and that's Merrill's 13th home run of the season. And what a time to do it, to tie the game. So that means we're going to the bottom of the 10th. Same score. Donovan Solano pinch hitting with the bases loaded. Grounds it past the third baseman for a single to win it. That's his 4th career walk-off hit. Padres come all the way back and win it 6-5 in 10 innings. But what's happening to the Dodgers? They've squandered 5-run leads 3 times this season after doing so only twice all of last season. That's tied for the most in the majors this season. All 3 of the losses have been in this month alone, Ryan. Here are the White Sox. Not so sweet 16. The Phillies are glad they're not them. Take it to Chicago. They're hosting the Royals. Tied at 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Andrew Vaughn clobbers one out to left field. That one's out of there. Vaughn sends it long gone with his 13th long ball of the year. The White Sox are out in front 2-1. 8th inning, same score, Royals. Threatening with runners on the corners and 1 out for Bobby Witt Jr. Skies one to center. That one falls. So 1 run comes in to score, and we're tied at 2. Vinny Pasquantino shoots one into left field. 1 run scores easily. The White Sox get Pasquantino at second base trying for a double. That allows Witt Jr. to score. And just like that, the Royals put up a 3 spot in the 8th inning to take a 4-2 lead. On to the 9th. Now a 4-3 ball game. 2 outs. Sam Long gets Len in. Sosa looking, and the White Sox lose another one. That makes it 16 straight losses. The Royals win it 4-3. And the White Sox have now lost 16 in a row. That's the longest streak in the majors this season. They are now 27-83 this season. That's the worst record by a team through the first 110 games of a season since the 1932 Red Sox. And as you can imagine, Chicago is bad at everything, but they are really bad offensively, ranking last in the majors in several categories, including batting average, OPS, and runs per game. And the White Sox are 56 games under 500 this season. That's their most games under 500 at any point in a season in franchise history, which dates all the way back to 1901.
16 losses in a row. The record since 1900, 23 straight losses by the 61 Phillies. So look, lose 8 more in a row, you make history. So there's that.
Not the kind of history that you want. They're close to AL record too. It's 19 by 2 teams, the Royals and Orioles.
Win a game, please. Thanks,
Please.
YouTube.